Oh, making a vegetable jollof rice. So these are the condiments: tomatoes, cubes, fresh pepper, cucumber, um, green peas, cabbage, onions, carrot, tomato paste. What again? What again? I didn't want to show the name because I don't want to advertise anybody's company without paying me. So you cut the tomato, onions. This is green peas. This is tomato paste. This the fresh peppers, dice it. Carrot, dice it. And this is the tomatoes, diced. So we are ready. This is cube. This is it out of the packet. This is thyme, curry, crayfish, and then we start frying with start with onions. We put the vegetable oil, put onions, then we'll put the carrot, let it cook a little bit, and then we add the green peas. We steam it. Voila, it's ready. So we put it aside. Now is another process. Now we're gonna start. We steam another oil and then onions again. We're gonna fry the sauce for the rice, jollof rice. So we're frying the onions. The next gonna be fresh tomatoes. We add the fresh tomatoes. You stay it well to be well mixed with the onions there. Then you cover it for a little bit to cook to soften. After that, see, yes, cooked, soft. So the next thing we added our tomato paste to thicken it. Then we add crayfish. This is crayfish. And after crayfish, we add curry powder, and then after curry powder, you stay to mix and let it cook a little bit. And then we add the salt. We add some salt and we stay to taste. After salt, we add a cinnamon powder. I like to use all these herbs because they're healthy. So add a cinnamon powder and then we add the cubes. We add the cubes for taste and then you stir it again. The process is somehow a little lengthy, but the food worth it. So now it's really almost done. We add thyme leaves. We add it, and then it's done. So it's time for the rice. Then we have to parboil the rice. We cook it to parboil so we can wash it because the white rice is always stashy. It's always good to parboil it. Then we use a fresh cold water to rinse it to remove some of the half of the starch for the rice. Look at the water is so starchy, so you rinse it and then pour it in a sieve to remove the water that contains lots of starch. See, that's what we just did. And after that, then the rice is already ready for jollof. So after this, oh, we boil the chicken. That's the chicken. I didn't show it, but we boil the chicken. So the chicken stock, we pour it in the pot. I'm gonna use the chicken's broth, or you call it chicken stock, to mix the rice. So we bring the big pot because I'm cooking a big meal for the family. We pour the stock in the pot, and then you can sieve it if you want. Sometimes I don't like to sieve it because some of them I like the pieces of the meat in it, but some people like to sieve it so that it removes any particles of the. So then you pour in your white rice inside the stock. I use the stock water, or you call it chicken broth. I use it to make the water for my rice so that it can be very tasty because the stock you already put all the spices and all that while you cook the meat. So here we go. After that, you stay to mix it together. Mix the stock. Then the next thing you have to add another. This is curry. Add it. Curry powder. You add nutmeg. Add nutmeg for flavor, and I like the smell of nutmeg with the jollof. It's very very good. Then you add, yeah, that is crayfish. You add crayfish too. You add what else did I add in there? We add cube. Um, you know, some people. This is I'm adding like a time leaf right now. Some people cook the jollof rice in a different way. The way I like to cook it is I will cook the white rice to soften, then I cook the sauce separate and then mix it. Though some people like to, this is salt, it's for taste. Some people like to cook it together with the sauce and add water. So we're adding the cube right now. Adding the cube. So after that, you have to stir it with less water because it depends on the type of rice you're cooking. Most of the rice, after you parboil it, is almost done. So it's advisable if you're cooking jollof rice not to add to a lot of water so that if you don't want it to be too soft because by the time you turn it and it's too soft, it will be lumps. You will not have that individual pieces of rice that make the jollof rice what it is. So after that, it cover for a minute, for a while, for a few minutes, about 30 minutes. It cook. Then we add our vegetable, the green peas, carrots that we steamed earlier. By the time you're adding this, the rice is done. You just have to add it to mix. Remember, we already steam it ahead of time. Now the sauce are made. After adding the vegetable, then add the sauce. When you're adding this, you're almost ready to turn it, to stay together. So we're adding the sauce. I'm adding the sauce little by little because I don't want the sauce to be overwhelmed with the rice. So I didn't want to pour the entire sauce. So I was just adding it little by little so that when I turn it, I'll make sure that is the exact amount of sauce that I want it to have. So now we already add all our sauce that we need for the moment. The next thing we're gonna use the spoon to stir it. Now we're stirring it. Look at how yummy it is. Oh, it looks so yummy, 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 yummy. The heat, the heat coming out from it is so much. Um, so the rice is ready. The love rice, yeah, it's ready. Ready, 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 ready. Wow, wow, wow. So this is the meat. This is how I cook the meat to get the stock. We use all the spices. This is a chicken. So when the rice is ready, now it's time for the chicken, and then we cook it. We remove it from the water. Use the stock to cook the rice. Then we fry the chicken, and voila! This is how the chicken came out. And now food is already done. This is the chicken, the frying of the chicken. And then our food is ready. Look at that. Jollof rice. This is vegetable jollof rice. There's peas, there's carrots, there's a chicken, there's cabbage in there. Tastes yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. She's enjoying this food. I feel like eating it right now. Oh wow. Mm. Mm. All right. You guys got it. You got it. If you don't get it, forget it. That is it. That's what we have for the day. And bye bye.